Good morning. It is January the 24th, 2018, Hump Day. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may undercompensate for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Wow, slurred a couple of those too. Okay, here we are. We came into treasuries last night looking to sell on the note. We had a 15 to 19 sell. 2-year auction was strong. The 3, 10, and 30-year auctions were all strong too, but the intermediate term usually trades down. So this was the 2-year auction. We expected the market to trade up. This is the 5-year auction. We expect the market to trade down. We like the idea of selling Globex to establish a short position into the 5-year auction, and so far that's worked out pretty well for us. We have yesterday's lows at 24.04, so 22.01 to 5. They'll take the market lower. They won't break it. If they were hammering the market and taking it lower, it'd be tough to move the paper. If we break 122 even, we're headed to new lows. So 25s to 29s will be buy 2. Sell 1, 15 to 9. Excuse me, that's a little too high. 11 to 15, sell 1. 19 to 23, sell 2. The news today. FHFA housing up 0.5%. PMI composite 54. No one will pay a lot of attention to that. They do in Europe, in Asia. Existing home sales 5.75 million. Might come in a little bit lower. And crude minus 1.0 million barrels. Last night the APIs built 4.8 when they were looking for a draw. Didn't hurt the crude market. Gasoline drew 1.3. That's a change. And distillates drew 3.6. So they'd like a draw greater than 1 million barrels. They'd like a draw in gasoline greater than 1.3, and they would like a draw in distillates. They probably won't pay any attention to that. The issue today for us is where will the support from the dealers come in to make sure the bottom doesn't fall out of the market in the auction process. And my guess is probably in the 122 even area to 122.04. Going to be in the 50s today, 65 before this little heat wave is over. Not complaining. The dogs will, though. They won't like it a bit. When we were having daytime highs of 10, 12, 13 degrees, I mean, they never stopped running and banging on each other. Okay, 24, 28, number 1. 31 to 03, sell 1. 7 to 11, sell 2. Right there's the low, so we've got support 12 to 16. So 5 to 9 by 1. 29 to 01 by 2. Yeah, the other night on a jailbreak when they both got away from me, Henry doesn't like the water, so I never have to worry about it, but Charlie was up over his belly in one of the ponds just having a good old time. Gold is higher. Biggest news overnight, Mnuchin said the U.S. favors a weaker dollar. So, Treasury sold and everything else in the world rallied, as you would expect them. We've been talking about getting back to 1350 for a long time. We did it. Now, if we just come back and take a look at the profile, here we are. So the low volume number up here is 55, so 53, 55, sell 1. 58.60, sell 2. On the buy side, we're at 52, so we'll make very, very aggressive 51.49, buy 1. Not so aggressive 45.47, buy 2. The recent high, I believe, was 1360. 1362, 1363. So if we get through that, 1400. Why? Well, the dollar's going lower. It will be within reach. It'll be a trading target, and everybody will know that. We've been expected for really almost a month now to get stops above 1350. It took a while, didn't it? And that's what drives you crazy in trading. You can be absolutely right about the market's direction and where it's going and still lose money. And you sit back and say, well, how in the hell can that happen? And there's just a lot more that goes into it than getting the direction right. And you got to know when to enter. You got to know when to how long to hold them. All sorts of things come into play. Euro is higher. Mnuchin shot his big mouth off. Dollar weaker. Wait a minute. There's London. Davos would be an hour earlier. There's Davos time right in here. Market started up. London continues the rally. So, stops above 124. Certainly there. Sell 1, 24, 24.10. Sell 2, 25 to 35. Got this breakout from basically 75. So right now 75 to 85. Buy 1. Like to get long first to take out 124. And then 50 to 60, buy 2. Okay, we're close enough to 125, a very round number, a major market number that won't be too hard to get there. And because the euro can move 1 to 2 points when it starts to move, it probably will happen faster than we think it can. Okay, crude oil. APIs were out last night, showed a build in crude oil. That's the first time we've had that in a long time. Didn't really hurt prices, though. Stronger economic projections, stronger economic growth. Now the dollar, weak dollar, all have kind of combined to hold the market in check and take it higher. It was selling off the APIs. Then London comes along right here. It's probably a reasonable split. So 64, 75 to 65. Stops above 65, I think the play is the sell 1 area. 25 to 50, sell 2. 3 years ago when the market was breaking, we did spend some time, some chop in the 65, 67 area. It was kind of one of those inflection points. Well, 64 1/4, 64.50, buy 1. 63.75, 64, buy 2. So I think there'll be some profit taking done in the trading community at 65. Getting stops above that is certainly a play. And the Emini. For those of you that are in the 2850 calls, if we hit 2850 this morning, and it sure looks like we will, roll your calls to the 2875s. And strong market. So here we sit. Resistance is 48 to 50. And probably 55, 58. When they take out these major market numbers, if you want to fade it, 28.53 is probably. Our choice as traders, we sell 49.50s or 53s, and not looking for a big trade. The best situation for us would be a soft opening, then in a day session take out 28.50. A higher opening above 28.50 sets the market up for a sell, in my opinion. So this first buy, I hate to do it. I'd love to get 43, 45. That's pretty aggressive. Buy one. 41.39. Buy two. Selling failure at 50. And 54.56 for sell one. Strong market. Today's news again. FHFA housing plus 0.5%. Probably will hit that number. PMI composite 54. Manufacturing a little bit stronger than services inside that number. Existing home sales 5.75 million. Could come in lower. Crude oil minus 1.0. The news focus would be existing home sales, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. Going to get busy on that. Back with you as soon as possible.